This conference will now be recorded.
So far we discussed linearity property, time scaling property, duality property, and time shifting property also. Now, in today's class, I'm going to solve few problems on time shifting property. Then we'll go for the other properties. Now let us see the time shifting property. Now, if you see this time shifting property, we discussed in the last class, if the Fourier transform of g of t is g of f, or the inverse Fourier transform of g of f is g of t, then g of t minus t naught is the Fourier transform of g of t minus t naught is g of f into e power minus j 2 pi f t naught. Please try to understand. Here this g of f is nothing but the Fourier transform of this g of t, and this exponential term is multiplied with this t naught. So to prove this property, we have to consider the Fourier transform of g of t minus t naught. So when you consider Fourier transform of g of t minus t naught, we treat this entire thing as g of t, and we have written the formula. You know, that we assume that t minus t naught equal to x, and since t naught is constant, if you differentiate both sides, then you will get dx equal to dt. Then if you apply that, you replace this t minus t naught with x, and t you can write it as x plus t naught. And if you rearrange this, then you will get this part is similar to the Fourier transform of g of x, which you can write it as g of f. So this exponential term is there. So this is how you can prove this property. Now we'll see one example on this time shifting property. So now I'm going to take you to the next slide. Now observe this slide. Here we observe this slide. Here in this slide, we know the Fourier transform of a rectangular pulse of duration t, which is existing from minus t by 2 to t by 2. So for this, we already calculated the Fourier transform of this, which you can write it as a rect t by t. Since if I assume that the amplitude of this is a, then I can write it as a rect t by t. And when you apply the Fourier transform to this, then I can treat it as a t sin cap t. Please try to understand. Here for this, the Fourier transform is that. So now I can shift this rectangular pulse either towards right or towards left. Now if I shift towards right, then I'll have a waveform like this, which is GA of t. Please try to understand. If I shift towards left, then I'll get GB of t. Now please observe it. This is my actual waveform, which is existing from t by 2 to t by 2. If I take the Fourier transform of this, I'll get AT sin cap t. That here t is the period of this. Now, if I shift this towards right, now I'll get this. Now tell me how much amount I shifted this waveform towards right to get this. Please post it in the chat box. Observe these two waveforms, G of t and GA of t. Now, to get GA of t from G of t, how much shift I did towards right? What should be the t naught value or the shifted value? Please post it in the chat box. Observe these waveforms carefully. G of t and GA of t. From this, to get this GA of t, how much shift I have done towards right to get GA of t from G of t? Please post it in the chat box. I request all of you to see this waveform and post it in the chat box. అర్థమైంది నేను ఈ వేవ్ ఫామ్ అబ్జర్వ్ చేసి GA of t రావడానికి G of t నుంచి GA of t రావడానికి ఎంత షిఫ్ట్ రైట్ తీసుకోవాలి? ప్లీజ్ పోస్ట్ ఇట్ ఇన్ ద చాట్ బాక్స్. చాట్ బాక్స్ లో పోస్ట్ చేయండి అమ్మా. ఎంత షిఫ్ట్ అయితే యూ విల్ గెట్ జిఏ ఆఫ్ టీ వస్తుంది ఫ్రమ్ జి ఆఫ్ టీ. మరి నేను అడిగిన క్వశ్చన్ అర్థమైందా లేదా అందరికి? ఇది జి ఆఫ్ టీ, ఇది జిఏ ఆఫ్ టీ. నాకు దీని ఫోరియర్ ట్రాన్స్ఫార్మ్ తెలుసు, విచ్ ఇస్ ఏటీ సింక్ ఎఫ్ టీ అని. నేను దీని ఫోరియర్ ట్రాన్స్ఫార్మ్ ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేయాలి అంటే షిఫ్టింగ్ ప్రాపర్టీని అప్లై చేసి ఫోరియర్ ట్రాన్స్ఫార్మ్ ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేస్తా. ఎంత షిఫ్ట్ అయింది రైట్ కి ఇది? ప్లీజ్ పోస్ట్ ఇట్ ఇన్ ద చాట్ బాక్స్. ఒకసారి వేవ్ ఫామ్ అబ్జర్వ్ చేసి చాట్ బాక్స్ లో పోస్ట్ చేయండి అమ్మా. ప్లీజ్ రెస్పాండ్. నేను అడిగిన క్వశ్చన్ అర్థమైందా లేదా సిఆర్? అన్మ్యూట్ యువర్ సెల్ఫ్ అండ్ టెల్ మీ. యా ఓపెన్ అయ్యా. ఒకసారి చూడండి అమ్మా, జి ఆఫ్ టీని ఇది మనముకి we know the Fourier transform of g of t, which is a rect t by t, and its Fourier transform is at sinc f t. ఇది మనకు తెలుసు. మనం దీని నుంచి జిఏ ఆఫ్ టీ అప్టైన్ చేస్తున్నాం. ఈ జిఏ ఆఫ్ టీ రావాలి అంటే ఈ జి ఆఫ్ టీ నుంచి ఎంత షిఫ్ట్ అయితే జి ఆఫ్ టీ అప్టైన్ అవుతుంది, అది క్వశ్చన్. ఇక్కడ షిఫ్టింగ్ ప్రాపర్టీ అప్లై చేయడానికి ఎలా అప్లై చేస్తున్నాం చెప్తానమ్మా. ఫస్ట్ ఈ జిఏ ఆఫ్ టీ అప్టైన్ చేయడానికి ఎంత షిఫ్ట్ అయింది, జి ఆఫ్ టీ నుంచి జిఏ ఆఫ్ టీకి ఎంత షిఫ్ట్ అయిందో చెప్పండి. ప్లీజ్ పోస్ట్ యువర్ ఆన్సర్ ఇన్ ద చాట్ బాక్స్. చాట్ బాక్స్ లో ఆన్సర్ పోస్ట్ చేయండి అమ్మా. ఐ థింక్ మీరు ఫాలో అయినట్లేదమ్మా. నేను ఒకసారి మీరు అన్మ్యూట్ చేసి ఎవరైనా ఒకసారి మాట్లాడడం. నేను అడిగిన క్వశ్చన్ అర్థమైందా లేదా? యా 1/2 పార్ట్. దట్ మీన్స్ ఇట్స్ నాట్, ఓపెన్ అయ్యా రైట్, ఇట్ ఈస్ నాట్ 1/2 అమ్మా, ఇట్ ఈస్ t/2 పార్ట్. సో టైం పీరియడ్ గా మనకి ఇక్కడ హాఫ్ షిఫ్ట్ అయింది. 1/2 అనేది రైటే, సో t/2 షిఫ్ట్ అయింది, రైట్? సో దట్ మీన్స్ ట్రై టు అండర్స్టాండ్. If it is, I'm going to solve this problem for your understanding problem using Jamboard. Just observe this. ఒకసారి అబ్జర్వ్ చేయండి ఇక్కడ. We know the Fourier transform of this waveform, which is existing from, this is what g of t is, and which is existing from minus t/2 to t/2. This you can write it as a rect t/t, and this, the Fourier transform for this you can write it as at sinc ft. Now I have a waveform. My actual waveform is like this, and I know its Fourier transform, which is at sinc ft. Now my new waveform is this one. Now observe it. This green one is your GA of t, and red one is your G of t. Now tell me the relation between GA of t and G of t. Now I want the relation between GA of t and G of t. Please post it in the chat box. Please post the relation between GA of t and G of t. GA of t की G of t की relation post చేయండి అమ్మా. షిఫ్టింగ్ ప్రాపర్టీని అప్లై చేసి G of t की GA of t की relation రాయండి. G of t is negative. No, Jyoti, it's wrong. నేను అడుగుతుంది GA of t की G of t की relation రాయమ్మా. G of t చూడండి ఎట్లా ఉందో, -t/2 నుంచి t/2 వరకు ఎగ్జిస్ట్ అయింది. GA of t ఎలా ఉంది, 0 to t ఉంది. ఇప్పుడు G of t की GA of t की relation ఎలా రాయొచ్చో చూడండి. Just observe it. I am going to write the relation like this. My GA of t equal to G of t minus t/2. Can I write it like this? Just observe it. GA of t equal to G of t minus capital T/2 and రాయొచ్చు అని చూడండి అమ్మా. Please post it in the chat box. అర్థమైందమ్మా ఎలా రాశాను? Now I can write the relation for GA of t from shifting property like this. So this is nothing but your shifting property. We know from shifting property, the Fourier transform of G of t is G of f. Then the Fourier transform of G of t minus t naught, which is equal to G of f into e power minus j2 pi f t naught. Now in the place of t naught, I have to substitute t/2. So I can write the Fourier transform of GA of t, which is nothing but the Fourier transform of G of t minus capital T/2. Now observe it. Now this from the shifting property, I can write t minus t/2 as G of f. Now what is this G of f? G of f is nothing but the Fourier transform of G of t. So I can write this is nothing but my G of f. So this is my G of f. So I can write G of f is nothing but at sinc ft into e power minus j2 pi f. Now in the place of t naught, I have to write, since my t naught is t/2, I can write t/2, capital T/2. So if you simplify this, you will get at sinc of ft into e power minus j pi f capital T. This is what the Fourier transform of GA of t, or you can say the Fourier transform of G of t minus t/2. So that is how you can find the Fourier transform of this. So please observe it. So we know the Fourier transform of a rectangular pulse which is existing from minus t by 2 to t by 2, which you can write as g of t, which is nothing but a rect of t by t, and its Fourier transform is a t sin f t. So this is nothing but your g of f. So from the shifting property, I get ga of t. I can get the relation like this. So we know from the Fourier transform property, using time shift, this is what the time shifting property. So from time shifting property, the Fourier transform of g of t minus t naught, you can write as g of f into e power minus j2 pi f naught. Here my t naught is t by 2. So my g of t is a rectangular pulse of which is existing from minus t by 2 t by 2. Its Fourier transform is a t sin f t. That is nothing but g of f. So I can write this as a t sin f t into e power minus j2 pi f. This is what this is how you can find the Fourier transform of the time shifted signal. Is it clear? Please post it in the chat box. ఎలా సాల్వ్ చేస్తాను అర్థమైందా లేదా ఒకసారి చాట్ బాక్స్ లో పోస్ట్ చేయండి అమ్మా. ఏమైనా డౌట్ ఉందా? ప్లీజ్ రెస్పాండ్. ప్లీజ్ పోస్ట్ ఇట్. ఈజ్ ఇట్ క్లియర్? యా గుడ్. ఉపనయ ఐ విల్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ ఇట్ 1 సెకండ్. సి జాగ్రత్తగా అబ్జర్వ్ చేయండి అమ్మా. ఇక్కడ మన టైం షిఫ్టింగ్ ప్రాపర్టీ అప్లై చేస్తాం. ఎలా అప్లై చేస్తామంటే జాగ్రత్తగా చూడండి. టైం షిఫ్టింగ్ ప్రాపర్టీలో if I know Fourier transform of if I know the Fourier transform of g of t, I can write it as g of f. And if I find Fourier transform of g of t minus t naught, now please observe it. This t minus t naught is nothing but when you apply the Fourier transform of g of t minus t naught, you can write it as g of f into e power minus j2 pi f t naught. Now see the difference between g of t and g of t minus t naught. If I assume that if this is my g of t and g of t minus t naught is this one, so that means the waveform is shifted by a value towards right by a value t naught. So this is what g of t minus t naught is. That means any function or waveform that is shifted towards right by certain value, that is represented as time shifted sequence. So here, if we know the Fourier transform of g of t, which is g of f, and the Fourier transform of g of t minus t naught is g of f into e power minus j2 pi f t naught. This t naught is nothing but the value which you have, which is shifted this in the times domain, that you are taking here. Now observe it. For the given problem, he has given a rectangular pulse which is g of t, which is existing from minus t by 2 to t by 2, and this is represented it as g of t, and this we can write it as the Fourier transform of this. I can write it as g of f. When you consider this by a mathematical equation, I can write it like this: a rect t by t. When you apply the Fourier transform to this, a rect t by t, you will get a t sin f t. This is nothing but your g of f. Now, for the given problem, my g of t is existing from minus t by 2 t by 2, but g of t which is existing from 0 to t. So I can write the relation for ga of t from g of t using this. This is nothing but my GA of t is nothing but it is my GA of t is nothing but the GA of t is shift if g of t is shifted by t by 2, then I'll get GA of t. So this is nothing but this time shifted sequence. This is what the time shifted. So if I apply, if we know the Fourier transform of g of t, which is g of f, then the Fourier transform of time shifted sequence, which you can write it as g of t minus t naught, which is g of f into e power minus j2 pi of t naught. This is one of the property of Fourier transform. So for the given problem, g of t, your g of t is nothing but g of t minus t by 2. So I can write the Fourier transform of g of t is nothing but Fourier transform of g of t minus t by 2. We know the Fourier transform of g of t is nothing but at sinc f t. So I can write g of f as at sinc f t. So please try to understand. This is nothing but I'm taking this here, I'm putting this here. Please try to understand that. So this is what just I applied the Fourier transform property. So my g of f is the Fourier transform of my g of f is at sinc f t. Just observe the above one. So I have written that, and e power j2 pi f t naught. In the place of t naught, I have t by 2. So I substitute that and simplify it. This is what the Fourier transform of the shifted sequence. Now please see this. Now is it clear? Please post it in the chat box. Upanaya, please. Now is it clear to you? Yeah. Now observe it. You will understand this from this. Now see this slide. Now this is what your g of t is, and GA of t is nothing but your g of t is shifted towards right by t by 2. Now observe this waveform. Now this is shifted towards left by how much value? See this waveform. See the figure 3. Now tell me for figure 3, what should be the shift? Whether the first tell me. Let me tell. Please tell me whether this shift is towards right or towards left. Well, now your actual waveform is this one. Now observe this waveform. When compared with this waveform, your shift is towards right or towards left? Please post it in the chat box. For figure 3, the shift is towards right or towards left? Please post it in the chat box. So please post it in the chat box. Yeah, Upanaya, yes, the shift is towards left. Yeah, good. Triveni, good. Towards left, right. Sri Lakshmi, towards left. Now observe the difference between figure 1 and figure 3. Figure 1, figure 3, రెండు difference observe చేయండి. Figure 1 ఏంటి, figure 3 ఏంటో చూడండి. When compared with figure 2. Compare figure 2 with figure 1 and figure 3. Figure 1 తో కంపేర్ figure 2 ని కంపేర్ చేసినప్పుడు ఎలా షిఫ్ట్ అవుతుంది? Figure 1 ఎలా ఉంది? Figure 3 ఎలా ఉంది? When compared with figure 2. Please post it in the chat box. When compared with figure 2, figure 1 towards right. Yes, Sri Lakshmi, good. Yes. So when compared with figure 2, your figure 1 is shifted towards right, and enter figure 1 is towards right. So this shift I can write it as this shift I can write it as this shift I can write it as This shift I can write it as, so there is some problem. Actually, see, this I can write it as g of GA of t, I can write it as g of t minus t by 2. This I can write it as g of t. Tell me, this I can write it as g of t minus t by 2. This I can write it as figure 3 ka how I can write. Please post it in the chat box. Please post it in the chat box how I can write by a mathematical equation for figure 3. Figure 1 I can write it as like this. Just I'm entering, I'm posting in the this one. So I can write my GA of t equal to, for figure 1 I can write it as g of t minus capital T by 2. Now tell me, for figure 3, how I can write GB of t. GB of t how I can write? Please post it in the chat box. GB of t ni ఎలా రాస్తారో చెప్పండి అమ్మా. ఫిగర్ 3 ని ఉపయోగించి, ఫిగర్ 2 ఫిగర్ 3 ని చూసి GB of t కి ఈక్వేషన్ రాయండి. Please write down. Yeah, GB of t కి ఈక్వేషన్ రాయండి. Please post in the chat box. I want the equation for figure 3 in terms of g of t. ఇప్పుడు అక్కడ నేను రాసాను చూడండి, g of t కి నేను ఈక్వేషన్ రాశాను. ఎలా రాశాను? g of t minus t by 2 అని రాశాను. అంటే ఎందుకు t minus t by 2 అని రాశాను? The moment if you take the term and inside it if you equate to 0, you will get positive value. రైట్ సైడ్ అంటే పాజిటివ్ షిఫ్ట్ అవుతుందమ్మా. లెఫ్ట్ సైడ్ అయినప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది? ఆ టర్మ్ ఏమవ్వాలి? నెగిటివ్ రావాలి. నెగిటివ్ రావాలంటే ఈక్వేషన్ ఎలా రాయాలో రాయండి. GB of t కి ఈక్వేషన్ రాయండి. ప్లీజ్ పోస్ట్ ఇన్ ద చాట్ బాక్స్. నో జ్యోతి, రాంగ్. అబ్జర్వ్ ఇట్. నేను అడుగుతుంది GB of t కి రాయమంటున్నా. ఫిగర్ 3 కి అమ్మ రాయమంటుంది. ఎస్ నిఖిత, గుడ్. GB, yes, yes, minus t by 2, right? Upanaya, good. So your GB of t is g of t plus t by 2. T plus t by 2. Observe it. Why it is like this? So when you take this term and equal to 0, you will get t equal to minus t by 2. That means the waveform is shifted towards left by t by 2. So g of t నుంచి left కి t by 2 షిఫ్ట్ అయింది. సో లెఫ్ట్ కి షిఫ్ట్ అయింది అనుకోండి t by 2, అప్పుడు మీకు ఇది వస్తుందమ్మా, ఫిగర్ 3 వస్తుంది. అదే రైట్ కి షిఫ్ట్ అయింది అనుకోండి t by 2, అప్పుడు ఈ ఫిగర్ వస్తుంది. సో అబ్జర్వ్ ద ఆన్సర్స్ ఫర్ దిస్. సో ఫర్ ద ఫిగర్ 1 ద ఆన్సర్ ఈస్ at sinc ft e power minus j pi ft, and for figure 3 the answer is at sinc ft e power j pi ft. This I already solved. How you will get it? So similarly you will get for the figure 3 also in the same manner. So that is how you can find the Fourier transform using the shifting property. Now we'll go for the next property. The next property is frequency shifting. Now please see this frequency shifting. So there is slight difference between time shifting and frequency shifting. So earlier in time shift we are considering if I know the Fourier transform of g of t, which is g of f, and the inverse Fourier transform of g of f is g of t, then observe it, e power j2 pi fct. This fc is suffix, c is suffix. So j2 pi fct into g of t, which is the Fourier transform of e power j2 pi fct into g of t is g of f minus fc, where fc is the real constant. Now please try to understand. You may ask a doubt here, sir, why we are studying this frequency shift also? So there are so many applications where you can use this frequency shifting property also, like when you solve the problems like exponential signals or sine or cos or any other terms, in terms of exponentials, then you need to use this frequency shifting property. Then now observe it how we can prove this. Now first what we'll do is we'll take the Fourier transform of e power j2 pi of ct gt. So directly we'll consider the Fourier transform of e power j2 pi fct gt. So that means your g of t is this one. So when you write the Fourier transform of g of t, so this is what your g of t is into e power j2 pi of t dt you'll write. Now since here we have both are exponentials. So when we have two exponentials, I can add or subtract these two exponentials, right? So when I write that, I can write the term like this: e power minus j2 pi f minus, since I'm going to take minus outside, f minus fc. But observe this, I can write this earlier. I can write this in the place of f minus fc. If it is f, I can write g of f. But now in the place of f, I have f minus fc, so that I can write this as g of f minus fc. Please try to understand. So we know this. This is simple thing. Here in the place of f minus fc, earlier we have only f, so that I can write g of f. So I'll prove it for your understanding purpose. Let us see. It's a simple one. Now observe it. We know frequency. I'm proving the property, frequency shifting property. We know the Fourier transform of g of t is the Fourier transform of g of t is g of f. Then the Fourier transform of e power j2 pi fct into g of t is g of f minus fc. This is what we have to prove. Now observe it. Now your g of t is nothing but e power j2 pi fct into g of t. That's what your g of t is now. So I can write from the basics of Fourier transform, the Fourier transform of e power j2 pi fct into g of t. I can write it as integral minus infinity to plus infinity e power j2 pi fct g of t into e power. This is what this entire term is my g of t. Please try to understand that. So into, from the fundamentals of Fourier transform, I can write e power minus j2 pi f t dt. So this is what I can write from the fundamentals. Now, since I have two exponential terms, I can add or subtract those two exponentials. So I can write this integral minus infinity to plus infinity. I'm taking g of t first and exponentials to the other side, and I'm going to write these exponentials like this: e power minus j2 pi ft into e power j2 pi fct dt. Now please observe it. Since I have two exponentials, I can add these two exponentials. So I can write this term like this: integral minus infinity to infinity g of t. Here I am going to take, since exponentials are, since bases are same, I can add the powers. So I can write, I am taking minus outside, minus j2 pi I'm going to take outside. Then I can write this as f minus fc into t dt. Now observe it. This I am going to write. Earlier we know from the, I can write the Fourier transform. I'm writing the formula here. We know the Fourier transform of g of t, which you can write as g of f, which is equal to integral minus infinity to infinity g of t e power minus j2 pi ft dt. Now observe it here, g of t e power minus j2 pi ft dt. This I can write it as g of f, capital G of f. So here in the place of exponential, I have f term, so that I can write g of f. But now in the place of exponential, I have f minus fc. So rest of the terms are similar to this, the basic formula, so that I can write this as, g of f minus fc. So that's how you can write the Fourier transform. Now this g of f minus fc is nothing but, this f minus fc is not, that means we have a shift in which term? I have a shift in frequency. So this I can call it as frequency shift. So to get the frequency shifted sequence, you have to multiply the time domain signal with an exponential term whose frequency component is fc. Then you will get the, on the other side you will get the same component with a shifted version. This is what the Fourier, this is what the frequency shift is. Now observe this slide. Now you'll understand. So if g of t, if Fourier transform of g of t is g of f, then the Fourier transform of e power j2 pi fct into g of t, g of f minus fc, where fc is real constant. That is how you will get this. Now observe this. Now observe this. Here, consider the pulse g of t. So observe this questions carefully. Consider the pulse g of t, which consists of a sinusoidal waveform of amplitude a and frequency fc, extended in duration from minus t by 2 to t by 2. This signal sometimes referred to as RF pulse. When the frequency fc falls in the radio frequency band, the signal g of t may be expressed as like this. So please observe this equation. Please note down this equation. G of t equal to a rect t by t cos of 2 pi fct. This is an example for RF pulse. So I am going to take this example. G of t equal to a rect t by t cos 2 pi fct. Now I am going to take this example to solve the problem. My g, for the given problem, g of t equal to a rect of t by t cos 2 pi fct. This is what the RF pulse that is given in the problem. Please observe this problem. So an RF pulse, when the frequency, the signal g of t may be expressed as g of t equal to, see this problem, a rect t cos t by 2 cos 2 pi fct. For this I want to find the Fourier transform. So please see this. So how I am going to solve this problem? First, what I do is I am going to write this cos 2 pi fct in terms of exponentials. So we know from cos 2 pi fct, I can write it as I can write it as cos of 2 pi fct. I can write it as, now observe it, I can write this as 1 by 2 into e power j2 pi fct plus e minus j2 pi fct. Now observe it, it looks like e power j theta and e power minus j theta. So e power j theta I can write as cos theta plus j sin theta. E power minus j theta I can write as cos theta minus j sin theta. Sin theta sin theta gets cancelled and you will get cos. So for cos 2 pi fct I can write it like this. So in the place of cos I am going to substitute this. So my g of t now, my g of t after substituting the cos 2 pi fct, my g of t now becomes a rect of t by t into, for cos term I'm going to write this term 1 by 2 into e power j2 pi f plus e power minus j2 pi. Yep. Now observe it, it looks like a into b plus c. So I can take this 1 by 2 outside. I can write a by 2 left of into e power j2 pi plus c plus a by 2 So this I can write it as a rect of t by t into e power minus j2 pi fct. So that is how you will get it. Now observe it. This looks like, observe this. This looks like frequency shift e power j2 pi fct into g of t. So this is what g of t is. So I can write this as a combination of two terms here. So this is my g1 of t and this is my g2 of t. So what I'll do is I'll find the Fourier transform of g1 of t separately and g2 of t separate, or I can apply here I need to apply two properties. One property is this frequency shifting property and other one is the linearity property also I have to apply. So if we apply frequency shift property, we know from the basics of Fourier transform, if I know the Fourier transform of g of t, which is g of f, then the Fourier transform of e power j2 pi fct into g of t, I can write it as g of f minus fc. So here g of t, here this g of t and this fc I am bringing here, and g of t, g of f. So whatever g of t term I have, First, I need to find the Fourier transform of that. The Fourier if we know g of t, the Fourier transform of g of t is g of n, and this term I'm going to take it to the other side. So if you see this term, now if you compare with our equation, my g of t for the problem is a by 2 rect t by t. So now observe it. We know from the fundamentals here, if I write the Fourier transform of I know from the fundamentals I can write. We know from the fundamentals I can write the Fourier transform of a rect t by t is at sinc of ft. Now here in the place of a, now I have a by 2. So I can write a rect t by t, a by 2 rect t by 2. I can write it as the Fourier transform of a by 2 rect of t by t. I can write it as at by 2 sinc of ft. But this is multiplied with e power j 2 pi fct. So from when you apply this, now you replace f with f minus fc. So I can write this as when you write the Fourier transform of a by 2 rect of t by t into e power minus j 2 pi fct. I can write it as at by 2 sinc at by 2 sinc of, now f I can replace with f minus fc. So from this property, from the frequency shifting property, so I can write f minus fc into t. This is what the Fourier transform of the first term. Similarly, when you write the Fourier transform for this e power minus j 2 pi fct, then I'll get similarly. If you write the Fourier transform for the Fourier transform of a by 2 rect of t by t into here it is e power j 2 pi fct. So I can make this as plus, and this I can write it as minus e power minus j 2 pi fct. If you write the Fourier transform for this, and this you can write for rectangular function, you can write at sinc ft, and you replace from the frequency shifting property, you need to replace f with this f minus fc. So I can write this as at by 2 sinc of, now it becomes f plus fc into t. Now totally the total Fourier transform of the both the things now becomes, I can write So for both the terms, AT by 2 is common. So I can write AT by 2 into sinc of F minus FCT plus sinc of F plus Fc into T. So this is how you can find the Fourier transform using frequency shifting property. Please try to understand. So whenever we have a term that is multiplied with an exponential, and we have a time domain signal that is multiplied with an exponential, then definitely you need to apply the frequency shifting property. So here, this is the combination of two terms, so that I can write each and every term separately. Is it clear to all of you? Please post it in the chat box. అర్థమైందా లేదో ఒకసారి చాట్ బాక్స్ లో పోస్ట్ చేయండి అమ్మా. ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ షిఫ్టింగ్ ప్రాపర్టీ అర్థమైందా లేదో ఒకసారి చాట్ బాక్స్ లో పోస్ట్ చేయండి. Yeah, Nikita, okay. This is how you can find this property. So అంటే ఏం చేస్తామంటే జస్ట్ టైం డొమైన్ సిగ్నల్ ఎక్స్పోనెన్షియల్ టర్మ్ తో మల్టిప్లై అయితే g of f minus fc వస్తుందమ్మా అదర్ సైడ్. సో దానికోసం ఈ విధంగా ప్రూవ్ చేస్తాం. Now observe this slide. Now we know this for rectangular function we have AT sinc ft. For cos we have this one. So finally observe it, AT by 2 sinc f minus fc and sinc f plus fc. That is how you will get it. So this is how we proved it. Now we have one more example on this the same topic. Now please note down this problem. This is an assignment to all of you. You please try it. Now here we have an exponential signal multiplied with sine. So please all of you note down this problem. This is an assignment to all of you. And I'll ask any one of you in the next class to explain this property. ఎలా ఆన్సర్ సాల్వ్ చేశారో ఆన్సర్ కూడా అక్కడే ఉందమ్మా. ప్లీజ్ నోట్ డౌన్ ఈచ్ అండ్ ఎవ్రీ పాయింట్ అండ్ మీరు ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేయాలమ్మా ఎలా వచ్చింది అనేది. ప్లీజ్ నోట్ డౌన్ దిస్. నేను ర్యాండమ్ గా రోల్ నెంబర్ వైజ్ అడుగుతాను. మీరు నెక్స్ట్ క్లాస్ లో ఈ ప్రాబ్లం ఆన్సర్ ఎలా సాల్వ్ చేయ, ఈ ఆన్సర్ ఇది ఆన్సర్ వచ్చింది, ఈ ఆన్సర్ ఎలా వచ్చిందో మీరు చెప్పాలి. దిస్ ఇస్ ద ఆన్సర్ దట్ విల్ గెట్. ఈ ఆన్సర్ ఎలా వచ్చిందో మీరు ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేయగలగాలమ్మా. ప్లీజ్ నోట్ డౌన్ ఆల్ ఆఫ్ యూ. I will give sufficient time to you. Please note down all of you. నోట్ చేసుకోండి అమ్మ అందరు. ఇది కూడా ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ షిఫ్టింగ్ ప్రాపర్టీనే అప్లై చేస్తాం ఇక్కడ కూడా. ప్లీజ్ నోట్ డౌన్. అండ్ ఎవరైతే నోట్ చేసుకుంటారో నోట్ చేసుకున్న వాళ్ళు యూ కెన్ లీవ్ ద క్లాస్ ఆల్సో. ఈ ప్రాబ్లమ్ నెక్స్ట్ క్లాస్ లో మీ చేత మీరు ర్యాండమ్ గా నేను రోల్ నెంబర్ అడుగుతాను, ఆ రోల్ నెంబర్ చెప్పగలగాలమ్మా. ఎవరిని అడిగితే వాళ్ళు చెప్పగలగాలి నెక్స్ట్ క్లాస్ లో. గెట్ రెడీ. నోట్ చేసుకున్నారమ్మా ఈ ప్రాబ్లమ్ ని? ప్లీజ్ పోస్ట్ ఇట్ ఇన్ ద చాట్ బాక్స్. నోట్ చేసుకున్న వాళ్ళు యూ కెన్ లీవ్ ద క్లాస్.